NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the New York Giants. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Okay, here we go.
Now a two-time Pro Bowler coming off a big year, Saquon Barkley. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
South salad, south salad, south salad, south salad.
Now Jones. That is caught. And he will have a Giants first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. The Giants have 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing Jones. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
There we go.
After the interception, here's Smith. That's to the rookie Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Smith-Njigba showing there that he is exactly what the Seahawks offense needed. A guy who complements what they already have and some productive receivers outside, and he can rack up catches in their system.
And Smith's throw into the hands of Fant. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there, because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter or misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. An injury stoppage, and it looks like, yeah, it's the quarterback, Daniel Jones, receiving some assistance. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. Taylor will throw. Left side, he's got Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
The throw by Taylor here, and that's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. This one is Slayton over the middle. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
To throw again is Taylor. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 34-yard line. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Ready.
2nd down and a yard. Now it's Taylor. This is caught by Robinson. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
49, flip it up, 49. No ball. Hey, trio left.
Throwing now is Geno. That is taken in by the tight end Finn. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They run with a second-year man. It's Kenneth Walker. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8.
There he goes, right side. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 39 yards there, a big one. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Left side complete to Lockett. Touchdown! Tyler Lockett from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. At their own 45-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass.
Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go play action with Taylor. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Throwing on 2nd and long. Taylor. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 25-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
They run with Barkley on first down, and he gets about 5 out of it.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now 2nd and 5. Now Taylor to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Jalen Carter, his 2nd sack of the night.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Gano's kick is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds. To
end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 45 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Taylor to throw.
Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can, and that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
79 Broncos. Come 19. Come 19. Ready.
Here's Taylor. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Now Taylor. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
On 1st and 10, Smith.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
He's got it at the 15. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 50 yards.
And the Seahawks.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's when you're really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 13 yards, good for a giant first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Forced out to his left. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Hurt! Right there, hurt!
To throw is Taylor. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Hold the ready.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back. and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
A 31-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
At their own 21-yard line.
Everybody run! Hold. Let's go.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
And coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10.
53.
Geno now to throw. This is the tight end Fant. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Here's Jackson. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Okay, ready?
Taylor.
Oh, looking for water, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Inside the 10.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
In motion, Slayton.
A throw down the field, caught by his running back. Now they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Taylor. They'll roll him out right.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the foot.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
He's on his way.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Kenneth Walker, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
Ready, break!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Taylor.
Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Now Taylor. He'll buy some time right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 19 Lions. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Go.
On 1st down, it's Taylor.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Taylor. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And Taylor's throw there should have been intercepted, but it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Hey, on turbo.
Smith. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
And now Taylor looking to switch things up a bit.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Throwing now is Geno. And Walker has it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Down the numbers. There he goes.
Now he's free at the 35.
And down to the 19-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
2nd and 7.
Go, check. Go, check. Ready.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11.
86 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Giants on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now it's Taylor.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Ready.
They go play action now. Taylor rolling to his right. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now they'll change things up.
Hey, check that. Street. Ready.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He finds Smith and Jigba.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now the ball comes loose, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Come on.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Check smash.
It's Barkley on the counter, and he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 2 yards, good enough for a first. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. Flushed out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
At the 11-yard line.
On the 6. Panther Street. Ready.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Well, this is a new concept. It's 3rd down, but they've got the punt unit on. That'll go as a 42-yard punt. They'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission. I think
you took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Here we go.
This 2nd and 4.
49.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle. So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah.